Flash Update for this Monday, October 12th, 2020, about 9:15 a.m. It is Columbus Day. I got knocked on YouTube, but I do think that these holiday names, we got to be careful. We don't know that under this new world that we live in, that names won't get changed. Is that a good name or a bad name? We know that he founded America, but some people say it was part of slavery. Maybe it shouldn't be Columbus Day. Indigenous name could be the name. I've heard all kinds of things. We'll find out over time. In any case, thank you, Christopher Columbus, for discovering the country, whatever it turns out to be. Now, let's talk about the markets. Because of this day, the economic data today, very light. You'll hear news, not U.S. government data. We don't have any deal at all with COVID in terms of the House and the Senate or Mr. Mnuchin coming together to make a deal. The president's recommending that unspent monies be used. It is the PPP program, okay. I don't think you're going to get piecemeal work. So I think that each day that goes by, what the market is telling you is after the election, we might get a program. In fact, probably will get a program, whoever wins. But at this point in time, likely not. We got the Amy Coney Barrett hearings going on right now. They'll go on a good part of the week. Expect her to be confirmed, and a new Supreme Court judge very shortly. And when we look at the markets, you're going to be trading more or less the emotions of the day and the daily news. Example, the damage that came out of Hurricane Delta, while some 80-some-odd% of the oil was shut down in the track of that. It's coming back online, and you could see the market selling off immediately. Natural gas not, but natural gas is different. We're entering the fall right now, and weather temperatures are going to drop around the country, so we've got to pay attention to that. In the grain market, we've had a heck of a run, but harvest is here. So while you may think the market's just run, it needs bull news in order to do that. It's not going to get any today because the USDA is closed. So we'll wait and see. So you get a bit of a setback there. The dollar got down to the 9,300 level, found some support, has bounced since then. Euro has slipped back. Euro makes up 55% of that index, so you always pay attention to that. Copper, which has had a stellar run, I think anything approaching 312 looks a bit high to me right now. And in the stock market, well, why not? This market can keep going. I think the markets have now priced in a blue wave. That is something you've got to really seriously consider. I know that the Trump people don't want to hear that, but the market's function is to price in events, and I think they're pricing in a blue wave event right now, which means a Biden potential win there. I'm not, I know as much as the next guy, but it's what I think's going on. And of course, will the Senate lose control by the Republicans? That's what's called a blue wave. If it changes, what will the reaction be? Could it be even more bullish? The fact that it doesn't seem to be worried about tax hikes left and right, offset by a lot more spending on infrastructure and other things that the Democrats want to get going, how they pay for it, those are what you've got to work with. So as we take a look, as I said, Columbus Day. In Japan, very good news, I think. Bank lending up 6% on the year. August core machinery orders, well, they're up 0.2 on the month versus an expected decline of 0.1. We know they're down on the year because of COVID, but they're creeping back. The People's Bank of China today said that they no longer need to have the banks deposit 20% of their sales when buying and selling what they call currency forwards, which are currencies denominated in US dollars for clients. That immediately takes selling pressure, if you will, and allows it to go back onto the yuan. And that's a very big thing. The yuan dropped on that news. And the Bank of England today has asked British lenders to assess their readiness if should the bank decide to go to sub-zero interest rates. And in mentioning that, remember that the Bank of England, their problem is Brexit. And this is the week that Boris Johnson said Brexit, do or die time, October 15th, probably the 16th, but we'll see what it all offers. You're going to need a lot of information as we get going forward over the next 3 weeks. What does it mean for the different futures markets? What I mean by that is news from seasoned pros, guys that have been around this corner. We have it. Our staff, a lot of us, gray-haired, been there, done that, and writing about it. So if you're interested in energies, financials, the grains, the meats, the softs, special reports, technical, the top trades, we provide it. How? Two ways. It's either in our charting software and or emailed to your mailbox. If you haven't had a trial, try it. It costs you nothing. Go to www.iraepstein.com under the word research. Click that and away you go. With that, I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great trading day. I'll see you at the end of the day with our market wrap-ups. Take care now.